Hey everybody, this is your friend Daniel Hutchins. We are back again for another live stream. Yeah, another live stream. Today's live stream, we're going to start off talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, and then we're going to go through some other stuff. So hang on to your hats because this is going to be a crazy one. Okay, so Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn has tried using the character Bug 3 times, but Hasbro will not let him use it. Okay, this is today. So James Gunn really wants to use Bug in Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but the filmmakers revealed earlier that Hasbro owns the live action rights to this character before. He's took to Twitter on Saturday to reveal he's tried using the cosmic character at least 3 separate times, each of the films of Guardians of the Galaxy, but Marvel said that Marvel is not allowed to use Bug in the films. Director said, "We tried to use him in 3 movies and we weren't able to. So hope this settles your argument." Okay, so this was rude, but no, is right. Bug, Marionette, and Arcturus Ran are owned by Marvel because they created him, not them. Plus, they never did appear in IDW comics. Why? Because Hasbro closes them on the deal? Marvel owns them. Deal with it. Okay, so James Gunn replied to this person called Rising Man 64. James Gunn replied, "Marvel is not allowed to use Bug in the films. I've tried to use him in 3 different movies, but we were unable to because we hope this settles your argument." Okay, this was from yesterday, and there's more replies. Okay, so despite Bug appearing in Guardians of the Galaxy comics that were runs by largely inspired by Marvel Studios franchise, the character technically belongs to Hasbro Micronauts, which is a different property. Now, at one point, Paramount even used Micronauts in the release slate, but it's been rumored to be used, but it was removed. So, you're not going to see any Micronauts anytime soon because it got scrapped. It got removed. You can't see it. Not happening. So, anyway, there's also an animated Micronaut series in the works. However, may or may not receive this release by the end of this year. You can find a synopsis for it though. When fate brings an unlikely team of alien space explorers to the Earth in pursuit of the evil Baron Karza, they make a shock discovery on our world as the size of action figures. They explained to Hasbro Marketing. Micronauts are small heroes in big words that are stakes higher than ever before and are miniaturized by dangerous obstacles from every turn. Fortunately, though, they forge an alliance with teenagers who will join them in their pursuits of justice. Although the Micronauts are small in stature, their bravery and adventurous spirit remains larger than life. For the Guardians franchise, Volume 3 is actively filming. He's added at least another new character. Even though Bug's not appearing, we have Adam Warlock now. So that's a plus. We have Adam Warlock now. So first Guardians of the Galaxy movies are now streaming on Disney Plus, and there's supposed to be a holiday special, and there's going to be a Groot series. So pay attention for those. So okay, let me know your thoughts about that, but we are going to keep going. We are going to keep going. All right. We are trying to find some stuff. Okay. So this was from a few days ago. This is about Kate Bishop. Okay, we hadn't talked about her in a little while, but Kate Bishop has a new MCU suit that's met with the backlash from many fans. Okay, the late MCU suit from Marvel Avengers has what they've been asking for, but which is some of the Kate Bishop appreciation. Now, the Marvel Cinematic Universe skins from various characters were largely limited to the popular game and their characters, which is often noted to say Captain America, Iron Man, and Black Widow. Now, one character that has not been on receiving end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe content was Kate Bishop. But this is about to change. Now, over on Twitter, the game official Twitter account relayed words on the release of a new Kate Bishop character, which is inspired by a character look from Hawkeye. Now, what do you guys think about this? Well, you don't have anything against this premise, it's just the execution of it. Many of the replies are just bothered with this. More specifically, players are not happy. They're not happy with the first Marvel Cinematic Universe skin for Kate Bishop that doesn't even get the hair right. Rather than try to recreate the hair of the character's skin, Crystal Dynamics, which designed the game, opted not to touch it. Fans are not happy about this, and the first time Crystal Dynamics did this, they did have some instances where they do change the hair of the skin releases. It's unclear why this was sometimes and not other times. Okay, this is a moment she became who she's supposed to be. Inspired by Hawkeye, we have Kate Bishop. Now, of course, you can see a video clip of it on Twitter, and let me know your thoughts about that. Okay, another tweet. So it says, Kate doesn't have actual hairstyle, it's pure laziness. Once again, this game proves to be shitty and not giving you guys my money. Okay, that's from some bitch who complained about why they messed up the Kate Bishop character for the Avengers game from the 20th of January. Okay, players are very upset with the current state of their game, both of the design and technical perspectives, plus the contents perspectives as well. Now, as many results say, people are not happy to see Crystal Dynamics release skin, while problems have plagued the game. Okay, so Kate Bishop has a hairstyle that doesn't even match her at all. So it only could fix issues as efficiently as they can by nerfing all this stuff, and we wouldn't have any bug in the game by now. It's happened to me today, and it's been out for 18 months now. Okay, more tweets. Okay, so of course this doesn't represent the attire of her character, and people were very unhappy with the Avengers game, the Marvel's Avengers game. So let me know your thoughts about the Marvel Avengers game. I don't currently have the game, but I've heard it's really, really shitty. So, again, let me know your thoughts. It's really, really important that you guys share your thoughts. Okay, we're going to keep going. Okay. Now we are going to be talking about... We're going to go over the Marvel. We're going to see if we can find Marvel things. Okay. So... Okay. We're trying to find something we've not mentioned yet. And that's going to be a real challenge. Okay. So now we're going to talk about our favorite director, Kevin Smith. Yes, Kevin Smith. Our favorite longtime friend director, Kevin Smith, hopes that Wanda will be the villain of Doctor Strange sequel. This was a couple days ago, guys. So what's going on with our friend Kevin Smith? Well, we're going to talk about him. So Kevin Smith can't wait to see Wanda Maximoff in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, but to stretch this out even more, the former Avenger got lost in her grief over her show WandaVision. Well, I'm not going to explain it because you guys probably already know WandaVision. But there is a teaser for Doctor Strange 2 that seems to suggest the two will have a bigger problem. So our friend Kevin Smith still hopes that some of this trauma will lead her down the dark path from WandaVision to the lights of Multiverse of Madness. They've addressed the question from a late episode of Fat Man Beyond, which is a podcast of Kevin Smith you can follow on the internet, and pairs have looked at the years ahead to stop to May and think, the discussions about Strange and Wanda, 4 fucking months from now, we will get to see Wanda again. Question mark. WandaVision still remains the best TV show with Marvel on Disney Plus. It's not my favorite though, but again, it's a good highlight of last year. Noted. Now, think of it as a favorite piece of art and media. I fucking loved it so much. It's so grief. It's so much grief porn. It's like for grief porn and they're wearing their fucking costumes from the Halloween episode. It's really fucking fun. Okay, so again, let me know your thoughts about it. You can watch his podcast somewhere on the internet. If you can find it, let me know. You could actually watch his podcast on YouTube, actually. Actually, it's Fat Man Beyond his podcast. You can watch his show there. But, okay. WandaVision blends the style of classic sitcoms from the Marvel Universe. And we already know it's on Disney Plus. So, okay. So we're going to go to another thing. Yeah, we are going to go to another thing. We're going to go to Marvel. We got to find Marvel stuff. Okay. We are going to try to find. Okay. So, Marvel has announced a return of the 92 X-Men. Now, if you don't know the 92 X-Men, what the 92 stands for, it stands for 1992. Now, if you were born around 1992, you would probably know of the 1992 X-Men. But this takes a surprising twist. Okay, X-Men 92, which is X-Men 1992, is coming back with an unusual story angle from X-Men 97, which is X-Men 1997. Now, continues the saga from the X-Men animated series from Disney+. X-Men 92 carries off the spirit of the series in comics. The next installment of X-Men 92 was the House of XC11, which I don't even know what that is in Roman numeral. You can let me know in a comment. The X-Men 92 spin from Jonathan Hickman, the 2019 hit House of X miniseries, with other artists in the works as well, have reimagined this event for the X-Men animated series era from the 5 issues of X-Men 92. You can see a plot summary of it here on comicbooks.com. So mutant kind is taking a huge leap forward from the founds of their nation, Krakoa. Now, you remember I mentioned the mutant nation of Krakoa many different times on the channel. Now, guided by that from Professor Xavier and Magneto, their mysterious long-lived woman who knows more than they should. Again, we should know this because it's X-Men, because expect the unexpected from action sequence and high-stake drama, which made the House of X such a popular piece of art. Okay. Alright. They say in a press release one of the early memories of buying an action figure from this completes with the snapback live-in hand, saying that to note that the 90s X-Men comics have a big impact on developments as an understatement. Now, don't get fooled by that much, though, but given the opportunity to pay the tributes back to such an important era of mutant history 30 years later, the mix of franchise redefines the work currently being done by creators Jonathan Hickman and others in definition to the dream gigs, especially with some wild deviation while talking about the source material. If you died tomorrow, we'd be happy, but please resurrect me as soon as possible for Krakoa. Okay, so another person said, I started collecting comics with the X-Men in the 90s, which I guess most of us would have. The character designs of this era have been most attractive and powerful to me. The comics in the animated series made my imagination fly. Very soon, we began to make illustrations to the mini books and mini comics as the fans that share my schoolmates. Now, these are first drawings that encouraged us to pursue the dreams of becoming a comic book artist in the universe. Now, with the book, we intend to pay tribute to the powerful eras of the 90s. Now, let me know your thoughts, because in the moment, superheroes look better than ever with colorful, tight-fitting spandex. Yeah, okay. What do you think about the idea of X-Men 1992? Let me know. It goes on sale on April the 6th. Okay, so again, let me know your thoughts about that. It's really, really important that you guys let me know your thoughts. So we're gonna keep going, do a little more things. We just find more things. Yes, we just gonna keep finding more things. Okay. So we are gonna be talking about let's keep going. There's a lot of stuff on here, guys. Okay. So now we're going to be talking about Fantastic Four. Yes, Fantastic Four. Now this was from Fantastic Four article from last month. Okay, guys. So Fantastic Four: The Reckoning War has a trailer that's released by Marvel. You can watch it on Marvel.com and you can watch it on YouTube. Marvel has released trailers for Fantastic Four story Reckoning War, which is supposed to be the greatest war to ever rage against the multiverse. The new event came in 2022, which is this year, brings some comic heavy hitters like Dan Slott and some others together to the Marvel Multiverse cosmic battles featuring the Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom, Silver Surfer, the X-Men, Avengers, and more. Okay, so of course the drive force here is that the mystery behind the kinds of cosmic threats Dan Slott planned. Now, some of the Marvel's long-running cosmic stories seemingly collided. You can read some information about the Reckoning War, number 1, from Fantastic Four by via Marvel Comics. Okay, Marvel Universe oldest conflicts reignites with the Fantastic Four Reckoning War, which is a comic trailer you can watch a video of. Dan Slott and company and his friends, again, have a Marvel comic epic 15 years in this making. It was on sale, so again, let me know your thoughts. And yeah, it's supposed to come out on February the 2nd, which actually is really, really close. But anyway, yeah, that's what's going on with Fantastic Four in the comics. Okay, we're going to go to comic news. We're just going to find things in comic news because this is comicbook.com, guys. So we are going to be talking about something that's really going to shock your mind. Okay, guys, so Transformers and G.I. Joe are going to both be leaving the IDW. at the end of this year. Also news that's hit a few days ago. Transformers and G.I. Joe is now leaving IDW at the end of this year. Okay, you want to know why? I'll tell you. Comic book licenses of G.I. Joe and Transformers are going to be leaving the IDW publishing at the end of 2022. These popular franchises and properties of Hasbro have called IDW home for over the decade. Now, by the end of this year, we will see them move to another publisher, which we have to figure out who. But this is news that's exclusively done by The Hollywood Reporter. It's currently unknown which publisher is going to pick up the G.I. Joe and Transformers after this year, but there are rumors dating back to 2021 saying that they're in the talks of landing some Hasbro properties. But again, we have to figure out where they're going to go. So at the end of 2022, which means December 31st, IDW will bid a fond farewell to G.I. Joe and Transformer comics. Now, statements from IDW from THR said that exceedingly proud to the stewardship of these titles, 17 years with the robots in disguise and 14 years with the real American heroes. Now, to thank the legions of all the fans for their unwavering, dying support month in and month out, we are also eternally grateful to every one of our talented creators who brought these characters to color through the comics. Now, IDW still has a lot of comics and events centered in 2 franchises before this year wraps up. Legendary creators have reunited and returned to G.I. Joe with a 300 issue of the real American hero, a visit back to the beloved 80s cartoons. We'll have a spring issue of the G.I. Joe Real American Hero based on the Saturday Morning Adventures. Now, IDW also has a secret plan to celebrate the 40th anniversary of G.I. Joe this year. Now, Transformers, on the other hand, so all their series will wind down this summer too. Their main series, the Transformer Beast Wars, will have a 2-event series that'll follow up. Now, along with special projects that commemorate the Transformers fans of the memorable Autobots and Decepticons, which have been battling for many, many years now. Now, IDW has slowly been losing licenses over the last few years. Publishers have reportedly lost their ages of Star Wars and Marvel comics. Sources say that Hasbro is not happy with IDW with their ideas. Now, that's pretty sad, because Skybound-wise, where acquire the Transformers in G.I. Joe, we don't know who they're going to go to. But again, this is really, really sad news, guys, because now we don't know where Transformers and G.I. Joe are going to go after this year. Okay, let's keep going. There's a lot of stuff, guys. Alright. Okay. There's a lot of things, guys. A lot of things. Okay. You want to know what's happening with SpiderMan and Mary Jane? I'll let you guys know what's going on with SpiderMan and Mary Jane. Okay. This is also a couple days ago. SpiderMan and Mary Jane are on the verge of another breakup. Now, this is really, really bad news as well. Now, just as Marvel finally appeared comfortable with allowing Spider-Man and Mary Jane to be a couple again, this publisher has teased up another breakup in the future. The April book we know, Amazing Spider-Man 2, will show Peter Parker and Mary Jane drifting apart from each other in the same month where they relaunched Spider-Man with a new team of people, including John Romita Jr. Now, this marks a prolific artist's new project after returning to the comics. Okay, so John Romita Jr. covers for Spider-Man now. Yes, he covers for Spider-Man. He features Peter and Mary Jane in a rain-filled backdrop. Mary Jane on the left has tears coming down her face. On the right side, you have Peter in his Spider-Man costume minus his mask. He appears to look back at Mary Jane while possibly walks out of his life forever again. Yeah, again. Wow. Romance between Spider-Man and Mary Jane was reignited when Nick Spencer did his run, but their marriage came to an end during a controversy we know, the One More Day. Now, you remember that, I hope so, because Peter made a deal with Mephisto to spare his aunt's life in exchange of his marriage. Much of the Spencer's time that he made in Spider-Man seems to undo the damage from the wake of One More Day. We've read this and been told by much smart people that luck is residue by design, so it won't be any attempt to claim the designs of events of those last few months. We are gone lucky, though, that any day, anytime soon, John Romita Jr. said upon rejoining Marvel again, he was lucky to begin his career again. We're extremely lucky to reconnect with Marvel, noted the enormous amounts of good fortunes. The sincerely thanks for all the folks up in Marvel and Disney. Again, who works with fortunate reconnections for this to happen? Okay, he's noted to add more to this. I hate to add the third section to my good fortune, but it's opportunity to start off a new project, the 60th anniversary of Fantastic Four. An honor and an extreme privilege to be asked to work on this with my friend Dan Slott. Okay, we'll be looking into that in August though. But for April, we have Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, the cover and solicitations can be found down below. And it is really, really, really sad. Because you have Mary Jane and Spider-Man, and they're like in the rain. And they don't look too good. I'm going to save this photo. At least I'm going to try to save the photo. Okay. I saved the photo. Okay. So let me know, guys. Let me know your thoughts about that. Sorry to break this up on a sad note. But again, let me know your thoughts about what you think's going to happen for the future of Spider-Man in Marvel Comics. And you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll be posting more videos later on the day as well. See you guys around. Bye.